Hi everyone, Dr. Kalaiko here, and today I want to talk about booster shots for COVID-19. So a lot of people have questions about this in terms of who's eligible and who really needs the booster shot and things like that. So I hope this video will help clear up some of those questions. So first of all, as of now, the only people who are eligible for a booster shot are those who received the Pfizer vaccine for their primary series, so for their first 2 doses. So those of us who received the Moderna or the J&J vaccine, we still have a little bit to wait because the data for those vaccines are being reviewed over the coming weeks. So this only applies to those who received the Pfizer vaccine. So who needs a booster dose with the Pfizer vaccine? So there is wide medical consensus that those with weakened immune systems need a booster shot. So those who have immunocompromised or a weak immune system, there is pretty convincing evidence that their immune response to the primary series may not have been as strong as those who have stronger immune systems. And so they can definitely benefit from getting a 3rd dose. Now, those who are over the age of 65, the data are showing that the effectiveness of the vaccine decreases over time. So you may have mounted a good immune response with the first 2 doses, and you may benefit from a 3rd dose 6 months after that primary series, because the risk of having a breakthrough infection or symptomatic COVID increases over time. Now, those who are younger adults, so those who are over the age of 18 but under the age of 65, who have medical conditions or who have jobs that may expose you to people who are infected with COVID-19. These younger adults may also benefit from getting a booster dose. So the effectiveness for younger adults also decreases over time, but not as much as it does for those who are older adults. So for these younger adults, having a booster dose can offer some peace of mind, that you are boosting your effectiveness, and you just have that extra bit of protection, especially if you have chronic medical conditions like diabetes or COPD, or if you have a job that exposes you to the public. So now one point is really important to emphasize, and that is that those who are unvaccinated are still at the highest risk of being hospitalized and dying from COVID. So this was a point that kept being repeated over and over again at the CDC meeting last week, and that is that the top priority is still to vaccinate the unvaccinated, so those who have not yet received their first dose of the vaccine. And that is because unvaccinated people are 17 times more likely to be hospitalized with COVID compared with those who are vaccinated. So that is still the take-home message, is that we continue to prioritize vaccinating those who have not received their first dose. But boosters can be helpful and can offer peace of mind for those who are at higher risk of having a breakthrough infection. Now, when it comes to safety and side effects, what the data are showing are that those who receive the 3rd dose or a booster dose, the side effect profile is very similar to the 2nd dose, basically. So the sore arm, the fatigue, possibly fever, chills, nausea, and those type of side effects are, the most common ones to look out for. So it's pretty similar, nothing, unexpected compared with the first 2 doses, basically. Now, I hope that information helps. I know some of you who might be on the fence about taking a booster, should I get it, should I not? Maybe you have a concern about taking a dose from somebody who still needs their first one. In general, in most communities, the vaccine supply is sufficient, is more than sufficient in some cases. one option for you might be, to call your local pharmacy towards closing time, towards the end of the day, and ask if they have any extra doses available. So again, this only applies to the Pfizer vaccine, those of you who are seeking a booster. And you can ask them if they have extra doses, because if they don't use those extra doses by the end of the day, they have to throw them away. So that's one way to reduce the waste. So I hope this information was helpful, and I'll see you next time.